Hello Crusaders, Iberian here, and we are continuing with our Kingdom Come Deliverance playthrough. We ended the last episode by finding out who Limp was, though he's now dead. So we're now investigating another murder, and for that we need the help of the priest. Now the issue is the limping man confessed to the priest who his cronies were, but due to the laws of confession, he cannot tell us. So he's asked us to meet him at the pub here this evening, as he feels he may have some options for us to hopefully tell us the secret. We've also kitted out Pebbles with some brand new bling. We finished a quest where we had to go and find a pie. Yeah, you heard me correctly. We found a pie and we were gifted this new swag. So we just need to upgrade the saddle and the hooves, I think, or the not the hooves. We can't replace his hooves. We can replace his shoes though, his horseshoes. And with that, we can also put on some spurs, and I think that helps us with our sort of speed and control. So yeah, without further ado, let's crack on. We'll continue into the bar. I would probably like to wash myself down a little bit. Is there a little... Yeah, there's no water in it. What about this one? This one is. There we go. We're a bit filthy after our trek here, so hopefully we're a bit more... Can't think of the word. God, my English is terrible. Anyways, how is our... nourishment? 75. Right, let's just steal some food from the pot here. Is good old Godwin here yet? It's good. Is it Goodwin that we're meeting? Doesn't really say Father Godwin. There we go. Sorry. We're to wait here. We may as well just sit down and wait. Not sure what the time is. It is a while. Okay, scratch that. What we'll do is pop over to the shop. Is there a merchant here? I'm sure there is. And we'll try and sell some of the items. What's that? Just a general trader. Alright, perfect. I think trader is through here. There we go. Ideal. Right, what have we got on us? It might actually be on our horse. So we've got the carpenter's axe, spiked club. Yeah, this is what we want to sell. Sell all of this rubbish.
God be with
Make a little bit of cash. Right then. We might as well sell all the beer and things as well. Yeah, we'll just sell everything. I wanted to keep that rage potion. We'll sell the bread. It's going to make us ill. Carpenter's axe. We'll sell all the cheap wine. Not interested. We'll keep the cracklings and all this because it doesn't weigh anything and it just gives us that little bit of food if we're in a bit of an emergency. Sell off the fine wine. Hunter's gloves. We're not wearing those. We'll sell the jacket that we just found. I think we need it. If we do, we know where to come. Preserver. Not too fussed about this either. Shield. Are we not wearing our shield? Why are we not wearing our shield? We'll put that back on again in a moment. Where are we? There we are. Right, sell these slippers. And the club. I think that's it, isn't it? Looks like it. Fantastic. Right, bard potion. Loosens the tongue and lowers inhibitions. Speech increased by 5. Could be useful. Not too fast. Strikes will wound you 50% less. Right, that sort of thing is useful. I think this is also a battle one, so we'll keep both of those. Dog. Make your mornings easier, but at what price? It cures you of drunkenness, prevents a hangover, and cures alcoholism. Your charisma reduced by 2 for an hour. So our charisma goes down, but we're not really going to be drinking in the game, I don't think, too much. Might as well make some money. Those are our saves. Alright, I think that'll do. 100 gold, not too bad. We'll see if we can get a little bit more.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Aye?
This might be being a bit too
Since it's
cheeky.
you,
That's better. Drop it a bit more and we'll call it a deal.
He's not too angry. Maybe we can meet in the middle.
satisfied?
That's better. Drop it a bit more
That's a
and
no.
we'll call it a deal.
Right, meet him
I
there.
knew we'd come to an arrangement.
We've got an extra 20 gold. We'll take that. Or Prussians, or whatever they're called.
Hey!
Private area.
You've no business here.
Okay. Why's the door open then? Oh, I think, seeing as we got the time as well, I recall there being a scribe as we came in. Yeah, there he is. Maybe it's time we learned how to read. I think it comes in use in the game. We can't obviously use books to increase our skill level on anything because we can't actually read. I wonder if this, it might be, hopefully it doesn't take too long.
I'd like to learn to read.
You? You don't look like the makings of a priest or clerk. But why not? I've taught all
At the
sorts.
bailiff.
Bear in mind, it won't be all that easy. You'll need plenty of time and a few groschen for my trouble.
That's fine.
All right. I don't want to waste time. We can get started. The sooner I master it, the better.
Very well. I will require some groschen from you, though, and set aside at least a couple of days so I can put you through your paces, if indeed time is of the essence.
Oh, a couple of days. Will that start right now? If I give it to him? Let's
Here are
see.
your groschen.
Then we may as well start. Farewell.
Oh, it does.
No.
Okay.
Break his vow, but better than to dishonor it here. May he follow his heart. Wake up, lad. It's time we were getting on. So, let's see you read a bit. There's a book here on the table. Try to read it.
Okay, the quest is still there. It's still midday, alright. Well, 3 o'clock. Read. One day a countryman going to the nest of his goose found there an egg all yellow and glittering. When he took it up it was as heavy as lead and he was going to throw it away because he thought a trick had been played upon him. But he took it Ohem on second thoughts and soon found to his delight that it was an egg of pure gold. Trying to work out what that word is. But he took it home. Jeez, God. Every morning the same thing occurred and he soon became rich by selling his eggs. As he grew rich, he grew greedy and thinking to get once all the gold the goose could give, he killed it and opened it only to find nothing. I've read the
Read
book.
the book.
Wonderful. So tell me, what have you learned?
Something about some fellow and a goose, that being greedy doesn't pay.
That being greedy doesn't pay.
Excellent. You're one of my most talented pupils. You've uncovered the meaning hidden in the letters. Like I told you, books are valuable. And the words that you place in them ought to be no less so.
Does that mean that I can read then?
Yes, you have the foundation. Remember, my boy, the pen is mightier than the sword. To fully learn your way around words will take a lot more reading yet. Now we'll move on to the second lesson, which will be much harder. Many books are written in Latin, the language of erudite and religious men. If you really want to be able to read, there's no getting away from Latin. There's a book on the table with some text. Read it and then come back. You need not understand it, but you should master the letters.
I only just managed the fable about the goose, and now you're asking me to tackle Latin.
Too
You're
right.
a clever lad. You'll manage.
Unless it's something bleedingly obvious. No, that's the same one about the goose. Is it this one? I am not even going to attempt to read this. No. No idea. Something about... No. Feathers? I don't know. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Mr. Scribe. Where have you disappeared here? He's done a runner with my money. Sir? I say, sir? The teacher's buggered off. Where's he gone? What are you doing out here, mate? What are you teaching me?
I read the page.
So tell me, Distripule, what's written there?
No idea. Oh, dear. Park drop it. No, that's not it. Dulles liver liquor party profit. I don't think it's that either.
Nullus est liber tam malus. Non lique parte prosit.
Good heavens! Don't tell me you haven't had lessons before. Excellent. Well, there's nothing more I can teach you. Congratulations. You can go and be ordained right away.
Thank you, Domine. I'm feeling a lot wiser.
I mean, he could have... What did we just say? What did we just read? Right, we've leveled up in reading. All books are cheaper in shops. When reading, you will get tired and hungry twice as slowly as normal. Yeah, money's not going to be a problem as we venture through the game, so I'd rather spend less time. I'd rather be quicker to read. Perfect. So, we can now read. We've sold everything we need to sell. We've simply got to wait now until evening to have a chat with the priest. So we might as well just have to sit down and wait patiently. And here's Father Godwin. Right. Has he thought of a plan for us?
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything, but maybe we can work something out. But first, I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
I'm from Skalitz. We need him on our good side, so we might as well
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh,
give him as much information as we can about us.
what about your kin?
They're dead.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless. We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter, God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels.
Head up, son.
They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There was a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovna. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but they...
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch, Bernard.
Bernard. See, I keep hearing people say Bernard or Bernard. Do you think I'm not up for the job?
You think I'm too young for the job, Father?
I do, to tell the truth.
Well, I can only apologise for my lack of grey hair and gout.
Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Noyelf? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
Oh yeah, they weren't exaggerating.
The rumours aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhoff stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Dreadful. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home.
Yeah, let's get straight to the point. No, I noticed you're handy with the
I
sword.
noticed you're pretty handy with a sword. I wouldn't expect that of a man of the cloth.
You know what they say. The Lord moves in mysterious ways.
But this is a bit more mysterious than others.
Let's just say I haven't always been a priest. Fate led me to places where affairs were settled by force. These days, of course, it's just a bit of exercise to keep me in shape.
I guess we have to use that.
Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone, and that's worse than even the most hideous crime.
I get that.
I understand, but that means I've reached a dead end. Those cutthroats will strike again, and I can't stop them.
Chin up, lad. I might have a solution.
What?
If I tell you what Lubosh told me, I'd be betraying the confessional secret. But, first thing tomorrow, I'll try something I think might help you.
Word of honor?
On my soul.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujits isn't Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't
Especially in
exactly
Latin, no
bad.
less. No one understands you.
So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, describing them in detail. A tongue lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church. The lamentable wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to poison. And nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything.
It's getting
You want to
heated.
baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive furs. While Jesus
Now replace church
Christ
with politicians.
walked barefoot and had no place to
Nothing's
lay his
changed.
head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Amen, brother.
This Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
Funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
What are the folks saying about it?
What do the common folk think of it?
They like it. They're happy to hear someone say what they think themselves, but are afraid to say aloud. Things that make them angry. And they're calling for change. In a few years, it'll have grown beyond control. You mark my words, the people will rise up, and the church will be shaken to its very foundations.
Yeah, unless they burn him at the stake first.
Nonsense. They can't burn a master of the most respected university in Europe.
Alright, that's enough preaching. Let's drink.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. Oh, it's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What do you
I'm already sounding
suppose?
drunk.
We have a drink, of course.
Sounds good to me.
Ah, that sounds like a good plan.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
A new level in drinking. I didn't realise that was a stat you could level up. An entire roast chicken on the table? Oi, oi, Henry, keep your hands to yourself. You're missing half your neck.
Enough of this.
Bailiff, come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk, and curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can write is me.
Enough! Men, throw them out.
Oh.
We can read them right now. We've learned our letters, sir.
You looking for a fight? Henry, back me up.
Oh, God. Do I have to? Oh. I don't even know who we're supposed to be hitting.
Come and get it.
Oh, can we just use our special skill and just puke all over you? Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Have some of that. Come on. Oh, no. We've not killed him, have we? Oh. I'm coming. Oh. Where are we now? We're a little bit drunk still.
And Henry too, I'm sure. Right, Henry?
Stop that nonsense, Godwin. Are you out of your mind? What will people say?
They can say what they like. What do I care?
I can't even see straight.
What's the step, my dears? Careful, you don't hurt yourself.
Godwin, you're a buffoon.
We're in a private area. Nah. It's our new friend.
Here we are. Look at this beauty.
We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
Ring my bell.
This is wonderful.
Lovely.
Ah, bloody oath. And now, my dears, comes the climax of the evening.
Ooh. What are you maring on about? God. What is this? Why are we following sheep? What are we supposed to be doing here?
What the?
Oh, there we go. Are we supposed to just be following sheep now?
Well, I have to say that was a fine evening.
Certainly was good fun. Henry enjoyed himself.
Godwin, you beast! Get up! Do you hear me? Wake up, you drunkards!
Oh, fucking hell.
Where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you?
Oh, Henry. My great friend, Henry. Didn't we have a wonderful time?
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Oh, step on in my head. My guts. Oh, my poor suffering stomach. Oh, what was that woman on about? Before my flock eats me alive. I've forgotten something. What have I forgotten?
What day is it, Father?
Where the fuck am I?
What the fuck was it? Mass! Oh shit, I have to say mass. I gotta say mass. You have to help me.
How? You're the priest.
Lovely.
Do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me. I'd like to help you, but you can. You can do the sermon for me.
What? So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose that Sir Ratzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there. Henry, look. From what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night.
Just a bit.
The bailiff or someone else complains about me. The bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it. Stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan. It's flawless.
Oh, it's
How about
disgusting.
this? If you help me with this, I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
Oh, so now you need our help. You're prepared to help us.
Well, all right. But I can't make any promises about what'll happen.
No, neither can I.
What do you want me to do exactly?
He's already
I'll go and
dressed.
start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. You give the sermon I told you yesterday in the tavern, and that's that. No need to drag it out. If it turns out well, I'll tell you what I know about Lubosh.
Christ almighty. Fine then. We have a deal.
Wonderful. Let's get to it then.
Well, first, I think I need to get dressed as well, don't I? Yes, I do. Right, armor. Boom. We'll take off our headgear. We're going into church. Take that off as well. Perfect. We'll attach our weapons. Yeah, we just need to remember to put all of our helmet gear on once we're finished. We've also leveled up. Our drinking. What does this entail? The beer you get is 50% weaker, so you can drink more, but wine is twice as strong. Drinking habit. Under the influence of alcohol, your hand will shake. Will shake 25% less, and your bow skill is higher by +2. But when you are sober, your shake. We have to be constantly drunk. And then that's the same as the beer, but with wine. We're beer drinkers. The sons of a blacksmith. Is there anywhere we can wash? Have you got any water? You do. Nice.
Don't tell me you changed your mind.
No, I'm coming. Just needed to wash my face a little bit. Come on, we got this. Ugh. It's starting to make me feel queasy. Just lost some reputation.
I thought he'd never show up. The swimp.
Look at him. He can hardly walk after his capers last night.
You were with them, you beast.
Look at him. Mother.
What's he opening your big mouth?
Now he'll throw up.
So I couldn't sleep a wink last night with all that clamor.
Still missing half our neck.
In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Accepit panem in sanctas at venerabiles a manus suas. Hac facite in meam commemorationem. Brothers and sisters, you may have had the honor of meeting Henry from Skalitz, who's here at the behest of Sir Hanush to investigate that heinous crime at Neuhof. You might not know that Henry recently visited Prague, where, by the grace of God, was able to hear Master Jan Hus from the esteemed Charles University preaching. I've managed to persuade Henry to stand here today in my stead and tell us what he heard. Because, as you all probably know, Jan Hus is a very popular preacher in Prague. So, Henry,
I think he's starting to repeat himself.
Now I'm curious which one of them will puke first.
Well, this is going to be fun. We'll just start it confidently, no?
Brothers and sisters, let me get straight to the point. I'd like to talk about the church and how corrupt it is. Boy, has a cheek.
Should the first one
One should
again.
not believe in the church, because the church is not God. God is above all things, and the church is but a means to salvation, which the prelates do not care to hear.
He's right.
Well, our swords is the only thing that's the highest, so we'll do that.
It is the corruption of God's pastors here on earth that has brought misfortune on our heads. Plague, humans, hunger, and chaos. The accursed wealth that the church is drowning in is poisoning almost the whole of Christendom. When dogs are fighting over a bone, take the bone and they will stop. Just like the flock of ravens that has descended on this land to peck up every speck of gold and silver. They show no mercy. Their hearts are poisoned by covetousness. They trade everything. Everything is for sale. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay, and you will have absolution. And the prelates sin and give themselves absolution.
For shame! Shame upon them!
Talk about the sin of fornication, talk about drunkenness. To sin is human. Yeah, we're all sinners.
It is the custom of the gluttonous prelates and monks to preach against sin. But what do they know of us ordinary folk? Let us remember the marriage at Cana, where our Lord Jesus Christ himself feasted with the other guests and drank his fill. And when the wine was gone, he performed a miracle and created more. He, whose companions were poor travellers, simple folk, prostitutes and troublemakers, performed a miracle so the feast could continue.
Now that's the kind of sermon I like to hear.
No, brothers and sisters. Jesus did not condemn alcohol. Drink to lighten the cross you bear in this vale of tears, but not with such abandon that you cannot keep holy the Sabbath. For there should be moderation in all things, and it is not drinking itself that is sinful, but intemperance and beastly indulgence.
He's right.
Again, harshly, because it's the one thing that we got quite high.
Enough about sin, which the prelates are so fond of preaching about, and whose absolution they promise if you only pay enough coin to Mother Church. What if the devil himself were to pay? Will the bishops tell us he too would ascend to heaven? And what about those bishops? They sin without remorse, and with the money grasped from the poor for indulgences, they keep fine horses and hordes of servants to pamper them. They play dice and garb their mistresses in expensive furs, while Christ, the Lamb of God, walked barefoot and had nowhere to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too.
Down with the prelates. Away with them.
We're fortunate to have our good Father Godwin. At least he's a fair and simple man.
So we're just going to repeat what they just said.
God sees what is happening on earth, and he is filled with righteous wrath that those who should seek the salvation of souls instead seek mammon and the idle comfort of lucrative posts. Blessed are the shepherds who share the poverty of their flock, who are as one with you and bear with you the burden of this earthly pilgrimage, who do not condemn your venial sins.
Oi! All honour to Godwin! Let him drink like one of us!
That is all I heard in Prague. Amen.
Thank God. Did it work?
The lad spoke well, considering what a soak he is.
He's right, that was.
The young man shouldn't drink so much, but the Lord's given him a
I'm
silver
glad he came
tongue.
here. I don't suppose I'll ever get to Prague, and he told it nicely.
Well, well, my boy, you have talent, and I can't deny it. And you pulled a thorn from my side. I almost didn't make it.
Yeah, I noticed. And I wasn't the only one.
Oh, what's to be done? I'll make it up somehow.
So, about our bargain.
Although it's a sin.
So gluttony and fornication.
God does forgive a penitent.
So, what did Limpy Lubos tell you? Was he at Neuhof that day? Who was with him? And where are they now?
Now, slow down. I'm sorry, but he didn't tell me that much.
Don't let me down after all I've been through. For you...
Well, now Lubos came to me shortly after it happened. His conscience was gnawing at him. And I must say, in the end, he turned out to be a better man than he looked. He said they'd been hired through some crony of theirs. And at first they were just to steal some horses. But then it all turned sour and people started getting killed. And neither he nor his cronies wanted anything to do with that. so they fell out from the gang and fled.
Fell out? Yeah, there was a body found in the woods by Neuhoff.
That would explain something. Lubos kept
A
jabbering
body found in the
that he was
woods? You put it
murderer,
there?
that he didn't want to do it.
So I know that Lubos killed the murderer and he's dead too. The trouble is, I need to find the ones who are still alive. I need names and places. Did he mention any of the others?
Only nicknames. Talked about some fella called Riki from Ledechko. Pius, Timmy.
Pius. That lot are about as pious as I am ordained.
Nonsense. You would make an excellent priest. And anyhow, with your skills, you ought to be able to sniff out this Riki from Ledechko, right?
Well, we'll have to now. There's not much else to go on. Let's hope he's not hanging from the wall too.
Indeed. And I'd hate to be excommunicated for nothing. Anyhow, good luck. You watch out for yourself. These people clearly mean business. And I'd like to raise a tankard with you again sometime.
Yeah, I'll try. Although I'm not sure I'd survive another night of your debauchery.
And if anyone should ask, you heard nothing from me. I'll deny everything.
Secret Saver does. So we've got to find a chap called Riki. He could be a tanner, could he not? Riki obviously stinks, and tanners famously use urine, do they not, for the leather? We'll see. On the scent. What a great name for the quest. We're on the scent for Riki. Right. Perfect. I think, though... Whoops. What we're going to do... Where have we got to go? Oh, back to the village that we saw earlier. But I think I'm going to do a detour to Neuhoff and then maybe to Rattay to have a chat with Bernard about the about all the information that we brought up. We may be able to do a bit more training with him and level up our skills. And I really want to learn that block skill that I recall being so good in fight. So we're going to leave it here. Next episode, we will track down Riki via a detour back to Rattay or Uzitz. No, we're in Uzitz. We're going to Neuhoff, which is where we'll probably fast travel there. And yeah, that's what we'll do in the next episode. So thank you for watching. See you all soon.